Well, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. It's great to be with you. It's time for happy hour. It's Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock, and we got our jokes and we got our devotion. We got our clown's prayer. We're all ready to go. We just need some viewers to join us this afternoon, and then we'll start our happy hour devotion. Hope everyone is doing fine. It's a cold Thursday afternoon, and it sounds like the weather's going to be getting even colder here in the coming days. So hope that you're all staying warm and staying well and healthy. And it's just fantastic that we got you all with us this afternoon. Good afternoon, Miss Arlene. Hello there, Pastor Fields. Nice to have you with us again. So we'll get started here in just a second. We'll give more people a chance to hop on this afternoon and join us. Don't want anybody to miss out on these fantastic jokes that I have planned for you today. Hey there, Mr. Derek and Miss Mary. Good to have you with us as well this afternoon. So, well, it looks like it's 4:02. So we just got a small number of people with us this afternoon. Maybe a few others will join here in a bit. But let's get started. Here we go with our jokes. No particular theme this week. Normally, I have a theme for the jokes. Last week it was fishing. A couple weeks ago it was farm jokes because the farm show was going on. But this week, there's no particular theme, just some random jokes. So here we go. Here we go with our first joke of the afternoon. What do dentists call x-rays? Toothpicks. They're pictures of teeth, toothpicks. All right, here we go. See if you like this one better. Here we go. Did you hear about the review of the first restaurant on the moon? The key is the first restaurant on the moon. Food was good, but no atmosphere. All right, let's try another one. You didn't like that one? Let's try another one. Here we go. What did one ocean say to the other ocean? Nothing. It just waved. They get better. Do you want to hear a construction joke? Sorry, I'm working on it. Did you hear about the fire at the circus? It was intense. Why do ducks have feathers? To cover their butt quacks. I'm on a roll. Call me butter. I'm on a roll. Here we go. What's the difference between a hippo and a Zippo? One is really heavy, the other's a little lighter. Why should you never trust stairs? Because they're always up to something. Two windmills are standing in a wind farm, and one says to the other, "What's your favorite music?" The other replies, "I'm a big metal fan." It was so cold in Washington, D.C. today, the politicians had their hands in their own pockets. We're almost done. I promise. Here we go. Little Johnny's teachers told him he'd never amount to much because he procrastinated. Little Johnny told them, "Just wait." He procrastinated. Just wait. All right, here we go. Why do teddy bears never want anything to eat? Because they're stuffed. Did you hear about the cheese factory in France that exploded? There was nothing left but debris. Where should you go in a room if you're feeling cold? Where should you go in a room if you're feeling cold? The corner. It's always 90 degrees. Uh-huh. All right, here we go. Last one, and then our devotion. Here we go. The pastor was scheduled to meet Jim at 2:00. Unfortunately, Jim forgot about his meeting with the pastor and went to the coffee shop to meet his friends. When the pastor arrived, the pastor knocked on the door and no one answered. The pastor waited a bit and knocked again, but still no one answered. After waiting quite a long time and knocking several more times, in a moment of weakness, the pastor was so upset, he took out a piece of paper and a pen and wrote, "Stupid jerk," and left in a huff. When Jim returned home late in the afternoon, he saw the note on the door and remembered the meeting. He rushed over to the pastor's home, knocked frantically on the door so he could apologize. The pastor opened the door and Jim said, "I'm so sorry. I completely forgot about our appointment and only remembered when I saw your name on the piece of paper." Those are our jokes this afternoon. I hope you found them. Funny. I hope they made you laugh, made you smile a little bit. Now we go to our devotion. Here we go. Our devotion this afternoon comes from the book of 1 Kings, all the way in the beginning of the Bible. The book of 1 Kings, chapter 21. Beginning at verse 1. Here we go. 1 Kings 21:1. Later, following the events that took place, Naboth and Jezreel had a vineyard in Jezreel beside the palace of King Ahab of Samaria. And Ahab said to Naboth, "Give me your vineyard so that I may have it for a vegetable garden, because it is near my house. I will give you a better vineyard. Or, if it seems good to you, I will give you its value in money." But Naboth said to Ahab, "The Lord forbid that I should give you my ancestral inheritance." Ahab went home resentful and cried because of what Naboth the Jezreelite had said to him. For he had said, I will not give you my ancestral inheritance." He lay down in his bed, turned away his face, and would not eat. His wife Jezebel came to him and said, "Why are you so depressed that you will not eat?" He said to her, "Because I spoke to Naboth the Jezreelite and said to him, 'Give me your vineyard for money, or else, if you prefer, I will give you another vineyard.' But he answered me, 'I will not give you my vineyard.'" His wife Jezebel said to him, "Do you now govern Israel? Get up and eat some food. Be cheerful. I will give you the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite." This ends the reading of the word. Thanks be to God. From this point on in the story, if we kept reading past verse 7, from this point on in the story is not at all humorous. it gets very dark very fast. It's a very disturbing story. It's completely sad. It makes you angry. Jezebel abuses her power as queen, and she has Naboth killed so that Ahab can take possession of Naboth's vineyard. From verse 8 on, it is a very, very disturbing story. But what I want to focus on are those first 7 verses. The first part of the story is what I want to focus on, where Ahab asked Naboth to trade lands with him, and Naboth refuses on the grounds that this is his family's land. It's his family's ancestral land. It's in inheritance. But instead of being understanding of Naboth's reason for not wanting to trade land or sell his land, King Ahab goes to his room and pouts and refuses to come out even to eat. He acts childish. He runs to his room, he shuts the door and cries and pouts and doesn't even come out to eat. And his wife Jezebel says to him, "Is this how you act as king? Aren't you king of Israel? Is this how you act?" The question I have for you this afternoon is, those who are watching us and what we do, are they saying about us, "Is this how you act as a follower of Christ?" Just as Jezebel asked her husband, King Ahab, "Is this how you act as king? You go into your room, you pout, you cry, you don't come out to eat." If we're asked the question, "Is this how you act as a follower of Jesus Christ?" what are people seeing in our actions as followers of Jesus Christ? What is our behavior like? What is the behavior that we're exhibiting to the world as followers of Jesus Christ? Is our behavior kind? Is it compassionate? Is it merciful? Is it just? Is it peaceful? Is it all inclusive? Are people watching us and saying, is that how you act as a follower of Christ? Or are people watching our behavior and saying, that is how you act as a follower of Jesus Christ? Thanks for joining me this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed the devotion. I hope you found it enlightening as well as kind of humorous, though the way King Ahab acts in his behavior. I hope you like the jokes as well. I'm going to conclude with the clown's prayer, just like we always do every week. So will you join me? Let us pray. As I stumble through this life, O God, help me to create more laughter than tears, to dispense more happiness than gloom, and to spread more cheer than despair. Never let me become so indifferent that I will fail to see the wonders in the eyes of a child or the twinkle in the eyes of the aged. Never let me forget that my total effort is to cheer people, to make them happy, and to forget momentarily all the unpleasantness in their lives. And in my final moment, may I hear you whisper to me, when you made my people smile, you made me smile. Amen. Again, thank you so very much for joining me this afternoon. Hope you really enjoyed the jokes as well as the devotion. Join us next week. We're here every Thursday at 4:00 on New Covenant's YouTube channel and Facebook page. So plan to join us again at 4:00 on Thursday afternoon for next week's jokes and happy hour devotion. Of course, the they're posted to both locations immediately after, so that you can watch them at another time. Join us Sunday morning at 10:45 a.m. Also on New Covenant UCC Williamsport's Facebook page and YouTube channel for the live streaming of our worship service. This Sunday's message is titled "Calling Out Evil." So we hope that you'll join us for the worship service on Sunday morning. In the meantime, everybody, stay warm, stay safe, be well. The Giving Tree is certainly in need of hats and scarves and gloves and sweatshirts and jackets. If you get a chance to hang something on the Giving Tree for something that somebody might need to stay warm this weekend. So feel free to stop by if you have an extra sweatshirt or hat or jacket that you're not using, and hang it on the tree so somebody who might need it to stay warm can grab that and take it. So feel free to do that as well. In the meantime, stay well, be safe, everybody. Peace, blessing, love, and prayers. Bye-bye.